Blue 27. This sort focuses on Greek combining forms, micro, which means small, mega, which means great, hyper, which means over or beyond, and the inclusion of one Latin form, super, which also means over or above. A large number of words contain these elements, 3 of which come from Greek and 1 from Latin. Once again, the Latin is super. And all of these Greek and Latin elements have to do with size. Let's sort the words by the elements, and then we'll talk about the meanings of a few. Super highway, super. Microfilm, micro. Hyperventilate, hyper. Hypercritical, hyper. Microbus, micro. Microbe, micro. Superego, super. Hyperbole, hyper. Microcosm, micro. Microsurgery, micro. Superhero, super. Megabyte, mega. Megalopolis, mega. Hyperactive, hyper. Megadose, mega. Mega hit, mega. Microwave, micro. Superstar, super. Superpower, super. Megaphone, mega. Supermarket, super. Microscope, micro. Superhuman, super. And hypersensitive, hyper. Let's look at each of the elements. Most of you are probably familiar with the element micro. It means very small. So whenever you see the word micro in front of a root word or in front of another word, it basically means that it's very small. Microfilm is a very small piece of film. If we look at microscope, it means literally looking at or targeting something very small. So whenever you see that word micro, it means very small. Microsurgery would mean that it is a surgery that's taking place probably with very small tools in a very small area. Microwave, most of you are probably familiar with what a microwave is. It's very small waves that help cook our food in most cases. If we look at microbe, that's a combination of micro and biology. So it means literally a small form of life. The meanings of super and hyper are similar. Most of the words in sorting within super and hyper lend themselves to a pretty straightforward presentation. Super highway is like a big or long highway. Super means over or above, so it means it's over or above all the other highways. Superstar means a really big star, someone who's above everybody else. A supermarket means a large market. Superhuman means a human that's above everybody else. Pretty much the same thing with hyper. Hyper also means over or beyond. So if you're hyperventilating, it means you're breathing more than you should, breathing over the amount of times that you should. Hyperbole, you've probably heard in language class, that means a very big, extreme exaggeration. Hypersensitive, that would mean that someone who is oversensitive. Finally, we have mega, and mega means great. So a mega hit would mean a really big or a great hit, maybe a song on the radio. A megaphone is a really great phone that makes people's voices loud. A megalopolis, may have heard that word before in social studies, is a great city or a big city. And a megabyte is basically a lot of bytes. Use those in computer terms. So that's this week's sort. Blue sort 27 Greek and Latin elements. Be sure to let your teacher know if you have any questions about your sort.